What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video. Leo, I'm glad that y'all getting an extended reading. I had a feeling y'all was. I had a feeling you and Gemini for some reason was going to get readings today, and I guess that was the universe communicating with me. But you're getting a reading, and I just gave away the third sign, Gemini. You might have Gemini in your chart, who knows? But that video won't be uploaded until after this one, of course. But Leo, you're getting an extended reading, so yay, rejoice. I'm glad you're getting another reading. I need some more readings, from me. But yeah. If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that. You can find my email in the description box below. That is how you can book a personal reading. That's the only way you can book a personal reading. We'll only correspond via email. So if there is someone impersonating me, claiming to be me, messaging you on social media, messaging you anywhere, even emailing you, somehow they found your email, I will never reach out to you asking you if you want a personal reading at all. So that is cue number one, that it is fake. But also, again, I will never reach out to you on social media. So that's just a scammer. Be mindful of that. Can I fit all of these cards? Everybody getting this card over here. I keep having to cover it because it's got naked bodies. Okay, all right. So the card I'm talking about is the Lovers in reverse. I don't know if this just seems to be the time of year where you Aquarius got it yesterday. I just did the reading for Libra. Libra got it. You might have Aquarius and Libra in your charts. Who knows? But it just seems like y'all are with people who aren't necessarily bringing y'all satisfaction. You have the Death card coming right after the Lovers in reverse. So new beginnings, release, transformation. Whatever relationship you're in, it just seems as though you need to release that. It's not a good one for you, it's not one that's going to be positive for you. I do see that you're going to, once this relationship ends, or if you do end it, you are going to have a bit of personal struggle. I believe you had the message yesterday. I pulled up within your message yesterday. You were kind of restricting yourself. You were kind of holding yourself hostage within that. That was some of the last messaging the universe wanted me to tell you. I feel as though you're like still kind of in a way doing it with the Two of Swords. There's a difficult choice that you feel as though you have to make now that you are no longer in this relationship. I don't know. This is coming to mind. But I feel as though this relationship is no good for you, but you're sticking with it, or you think about staying with this person because maybe they're your means of, if you leave, you're staying at their place, essentially. You're in a situation to where you don't necessarily have the means right now to go on your own. If you've got money, though, and this is me personally speaking as someone who's been in that situation, if you have money, if you have to stay at a hotel for some time to get away from this person, especially if it's a situation that is toxic, where you two cannot be under the same roof because somebody's going to get hurt. And then I would advise you that you take every penny that you got. Not saying spend it all on hotels, but if you have to spend some time in hotels, it's not glamorous. It's not fun. I don't care how nice the hotel is. I didn't stay in a nice hotel. I stayed in the cheapest one that would actually let me stay there for as long as possible. You know, there was actually one cheaper, but they didn't want to let people stay for whatever reason. They were just being weird about it. Nonetheless, I stayed in the second cheapest option. And did I like spending all that money? No. I had to tap into, I already had, you know, credit card debt that was piling up. I had to then tap into a card that was already, again, still piling up on debt and overspend in order for me to stay stay under a roof because it wasn't like the weather was nice and I didn't want to live outside. It was winter time when I was going through this. Not this past winter. This was years ago, but nonetheless, I'm saying, Leo, I've been in this situation. You do have the Six of Cups in reverse, and this is you idolizing the past. I feel as though that, again, that why I bring up the fact that you have that you might be going through a situation. You have, again, Two of Swords, Six of Cups in reverse. Why I bring up a situation to where you're probably going to be like, yeah, things suck with this person, but at least I have a place to stay, or whatever the case is. Number one, personally speaking, don't ever put yourself in a position ever again to where you have to rely on somebody else in order for you to have a safe place to stay, or warm food to eat, clothes on your back, whatever the case is. You're a grown adult. I'm assuming, because I only want adults on this channel. I always put the setting that these videos aren't made for kids. I don't want any kids watching this. So you're a grown adult, and I'm not judging you at all. I'm saying this for your own safety. You're a grown adult. You should be able to you don't have to have all the money in the damn world. I know how expensive things are. Trust me. You think I got all the money in the world? You tripping. But you're a grown adult. You should have enough of an emergency stash for if situations like this were to unfortunately happen, to where you're with somebody that is clearly not working out, that you don't have to then be forced to stay with that person. You know, I know situations happen. I'm not judging people at all. I'm not victim blaming, as folks will say. I'm just telling you what I want, or what I wish someone would have told me at the time. And also, I want you to be safe. So if the safest option is for you to get away from this partner, sure. Do not reminisce on the past good times. Again, I was guilty of this as well, where you're reminiscing on, you're overlooking the bad, the cons that are very glaring, by the way. You're overlooking that so you won't end up being homeless, Don't do that. Again, it's not safe. It's not right. You deserve to be with someone who not only makes you happy, but makes you feel safe. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You deserve to be with somebody like that. If you have to say things aren't great here, but I also don't want to be homeless, I was still safer in that hotel than I was with that partner in my past. Despite one situation being where I had to pull out the thing on somebody. Alright. I did, pull my weapon out. Other than that, once people knew that I was strapped up, nobody else tried anything. Nonetheless, you don't want to be in a situation like that. You might not have, weapons of protection. You don't want to be in a situation like that where you're staying in hotels, but you also don't want to be with somebody. I don't want this death to actually be like a literal death for you. Now, the death card in tarot rarely, not saying it never, but it rarely means physical death. So it's not a situation here where I'm seeing, you still have two more cards. But it's not a situation I'm seeing where it's like it's a life or death, like literally, like if you don't get away from this person that you're going to die. That I don't see that in this reading. I'm not saying that it's not the case, but I don't see that in this reading. When I talk about the death, is you need to let that relationship go because it's not serving any of y'all. It's not serving you. This is your reading, but it's not serving you well. And thinking about the good times that you've had isn't going to help out. Again, I tried that. Spent far longer with somebody that I knew that I shouldn't have been with because I was thinking about the good times and again, didn't want to be homeless. Next, you have the Moon card. This is the unknown, you know? And I actually I like seeing the moon in general, but you probably don't know what is next as far as like you're in this energy of, okay, I'm no longer with this person. I spent so much of my time devoting my and again, if this is applicable to you, if it doesn't apply to you, let me just say that. Don't force it to. If you're in a happy, loving relationship, don't now start side-eyeing your partner and thinking, is this person going to kill me? No. Don't start doing that, or don't start thinking that things are going to just turn sour now. No. If you're in a happy, loving, safe relationship, like truly you're safe, not just physically but emotionally safe, don't force this to be you, Leo. All right? And if you're single, clearly I'm not talking about you in this reading. This is a general reading. Somebody out here needs to hear this energy. All right? With a Leo placement, somebody needs to hear this energy. All right? So it might not be you, and that's great. I don't even want it to be for somebody who actually, this message was said because someone needs to hear it. Someone of a Leo placement needs to hear it. Unfortunately, it's the case that someone needs to hear it. But again, the moon tells me that, we don't know what is next. You don't know what is next. But the high priestess, tells me that you are someone who is going to focus more on spirituality and using your best judgment, your intuition to navigate through this journey right now, because it's a journey at the end of the day. Everyone always thinks journeys are like easy, smooth sailing. No, journey is just is just a word that describes your path in life. What's going on, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads, however you want to categorize it. It's all a part of your journey. That's what the journey describes. It's not always going to be smooth sailing, whatever the case is. So, I think Leo, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit worried, only because, again, like I said, I've been in that situation. But as you can see, I've made it out. This is not a hotel room. It might look like it, but it's not a hotel room. I'm in an apartment. I've been in again, that situation was years ago. For those who, if you're checking in on me, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in a hotel room, so we're far away actually from that individual, like in a whole totally different state. So I'm pretty safe. Still got my weapons on me anyways, but no, legally, by the way. But yeah, I'm worried because again, I've been there, Leo. But just like how I've been there and I am out of that situation, I pretty much did the same thing. Like this reading, if I were to get this reading years ago, it would perfectly fit it, because I found myself being more so into spirituality and having more faith in God, honestly, because of what I've been through and what the universe in general has brought me through. So I do love to see that you are, this is a part of your energy, and this is how this reading ends. The High Priestess, by the way, if you couldn't see past the glare, is because you're not going to be broken by this situation. So that's what I have to say. Pretty heavy, but again, I am glad to see at least things are going to go in the right direction um, for you, Leo. If you need any help, any assistance, I can try to do my best in pointing directions. Again, just shoot me an email. No cost to you. I will try to, see if whatever I can do to help out with this situation, because honestly, I want you to be safe at the end of the day. Not just because you're a subscriber or a viewer, but because you're a fellow spiritual being having a human existence, and I personally care about other spiritual beings. All right. So if I could do anything to help them out with whatever, that's just something that I like to do personally, especially if it's a situation that I've myself have been through and I've actually, gone through it successfully, or just I'm unscathed, or, safely. Yeah, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that someone else can avoid the pitfalls I did, that I had, or get out of the rut that I was once in. That's, what it is. But thank you for watching and trusting me to be your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. If you would like a personal reading, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. Yeah, that's how you could book it. We'll only correspond via email in regards to the tarot reads. I do not offer any other type of service in regards to tarot reads. So if anyone does message you, claiming to be me, offering any other service for tarot or whatever the case is, asking you if you want a reading, it is fake. I will never reach out to you asking you if you want a reading. And I'll never offer any other service in regards to what I do here. Yes, the Hermit Star Tarot. So, yeah, just be mindful of that. And like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for those who've been liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing as well. Until next time, until next video, Leo, stay safe out there. Peace out.